Let's just plug the charger in. There we go. Put my gloves on as well. It does get quite cold. Let's get zoomed in because I believe that's him turning. It's only on about 5. Oh, he's on short final here, on a short base, downwind, whatever you want to call it. Forgot how to word an approach pattern there. But I think he's on a short final. Here comes the Irish CASA. I was just looking for my phone there. He's approach. Nice one. Hello, Dad. How you doing? Nice to see you. Thanks for popping in. Should just be a quick stream, this one, as to be fair, the builders know what they're doing. I've set them away and they're just doing the fences, so can't complain. My neighbours can. So we have the Irish CASA on about a 10-mile final. I can see him popping up here. You guys can't see him on the phone, but he's just about here. You'll be looking forward to this. Thanks, Dad. You'll be looking forward to the video afterwards as well. Hopefully, that's how I keep sniffing. Hopefully he comes along. I don't think he will, because it's only a little CASA, but you never know. We should also have the Emirates departing, and there's no reason why he shouldn't be leaving on time today. He's scheduled to go about 1:10. So hopefully he does go on time. On a train from Middlesbrough, not a problem. It's probably a northern unit, so it probably will drop out. But I appreciate you tuning in. All the same. If you haven't already, you can drop it a like, Dad. I can say that to you. I can't say that to anyone else. I can't force people to like my stuff. Right, I'm going to try and... because the tripod, this is very susceptible to wind, so as soon as the wind catches it, even if it is a light breeze today, it just knocks it ever so slightly. Oh, and my camera's gone off. Let's just leave that for now. Here comes the CASA. It's always nice to see some Air Force action. Even if it is a little CASA, we'll take it. It's not quite Prestwick, but... Now, I would say the CASA is quite regular in Newcastle. However, last time I saw this was November 2024. Now, is he full stopping? I believe he is. So he should come off at Bravo and taxi back out to 25. excuse my sniffling. I have had a bit of a cold recently. So there's the CASA, just vacating. He's just gone past the bushes there. Let's focus this main camera a little bit so I get a good video of it. There we go, lovely. As soon as he lands at the metro, typical. So if you just joined, welcome. The CASA has just landed. I'm just getting a nice picture of it on the camera below you. I believe you can see it on the phone. It's always nice to see the Irish with the CASA in Newcastle. It is quite a semi-regular movement here. Happens every few months. They're probably just doing some cross-country training, or could be anything, to be honest. I think it is training, but nice to see 14 of you tuned in. I'm very grateful for everyone who's watching this. If you can't see it on the phone, there we go, I'll zoom in a little bit. Now the quality still won't be the best, however, below the camera, just here, is my actual normal camera, so if you want to watch the video later on, feel free to do so. And if you want to stick around just to listen to me waffle on about planes, then you can do that as well if you want. Because why not? So there it is, in all its glory, the little CASA. Let's just check what else is due in and out. I know we have. However, that's not what we're here for. We're here for the CASA. Sam Thilbert, yes. There is also one due in today, I believe. He's just taxiing at the minute in London, so he's probably not going to be here for another hour. Well, I say the Emirates is going to go at 1:10. There's you can see all the people pouring over there, so that might not be going at 1:10 after all. Unless that's the last of the people to board. Let's focus on the CASA for now. How are you doing today, Sam? Anyway, thanks for joining in on the stream. I hope you're having a good day, mate. Hope everything's okay down there in Washington. A400, yes, it was. I saw that. It was, I think it was about this time yesterday, wasn't it? In from Lossiemouth for some training. It was booked in on a triple R call, signed for a full stop, but I don't know if he did eventually. But I did see that yesterday pop up. I wish I'd been down there for that, but I had prior commitments, so yeah, you can't make them all, as you all well know. So this is no A400, but it's the Irish's answer to it, which is a CASA. So I'm not going to complain. Probably just doing some checks before he heads off back to Dublin. 19 minutes for the KLM from Sam. Thank you, Sam. Keep an eye out for that. Yeah, the One World sadly is delayed, and we may stick around for that. Depends if he takes off in the next few minutes. If not, we'll stick around for the CASA, the Emirates and the KLM. And hopefully by that time, the BA will be close by. There's also a flight from Frankfurt today, which I found peculiar. I don't know if that's one of Jet2's... Well, it can't be one of the Jet2 Christmas market flights because it's January. So I'm not sure what that is. Unless it's been there from some kind of work. Who knows? I'll just shut the lens for now. British Airways One World's just taken off, so that'll be about another 40 minutes. That's alright, then we may stay be live. I haven't decided yet. I've got some errands to run after this, so we shall see. Emirates doesn't look like it's going at 1:10 either, which is just typical, but we'll manage it, I wonder what this little CASA's doing. Hopefully he just decides to take a 07 takeoff so I can get a nice head-on view of him here. But I don't think he'll do that. ATC on that generous to me. They'll probably be just doing a crew change or something like that, and then they'll be heading on their way. Pardon me. Let's pan over to the Emirates for now then. We can see all those little people board, and I don't know how well you can see that on the phone, but I know you can hear me well. But the Fuerteventura is just getting its PRMs loaded, just there. That'll be going about 1:30, so that's 42 minutes out. Not too bad then, not too bad. We'll probably stay around for that then, because that is a nice livery to see. I saw you were out on with me the other day, Sam, weren't you? We saw the other BA One World, which was Yankee Sierra, I believe. This one's Yankee Romeo. So we'll get the CASA taken off, we'll get the Emirates taking off, and we'll get this Ryanair here taking off. Possibly, and then we'll call that a day. And I wish this phone didn't shake so much, but it does. I'll just tighten it a little bit. KLM over Bishop. Well, tell the pilot to watch out, because he's over Bishop. So that's good to know. He's not too far away then. About 10 minutes, I would imagine. The phone is fine, not shaking too much. Oh, that's good. It's just, as you know, the usual tripod setup is just sat on the top here, so it seems to, every time I touch the panhandle, it shakes a little bit. But that's all right then, if it's all right. So Dad, have you been down in Middlesbrough for work? I'm guessing. That's why you're on the train home. Forget how cold it is in the UK. I've got my big gloves on, and even my hands are just still. You wouldn't go willingly. Well, unfortunately, I go willingly for work, but you can kind of argue that Teesside Airport isn't Middlesbrough. So I'm off the hook. I'm surprised these little movements like the CASAs don't go down there. Emirates on last call now. Cheers, Sam. Appreciate that. As you can see, we'll pan over there. You can see all the little people climbing up the back stairs. Hang on, I've tightened the camera so it doesn't shake. Let me just loosen it off. There you go. There's all the people getting up the back stairs. So once the back stairs off, that's a good indication it's going to go soon. Yeah, I'm only joking, Dad. It is nice down there. I've got a lot of friends from down there, which is why I wind them all up. So I'll zoom back into the CASA. Now there's 16 of you are watching. Welcome to the phone live stream here from Newcastle. I know it's not the best, but it'll do. Here we have the Irish CASA. He's just doing his crew checks and temp checks and whatever else they need to do, and then they're going to taxi back around down Bravo, back down to 25 down here. And there goes Metro. Oh, here he goes. He's on the move. Caught me off guard there. Taxiing around past those Emirates passengers. There we go, there's a nice shot of him taxiing down Delta there, past Delta 8. I can imagine by the time he gets down to Delta 1, he'll have to wait for the KLM, but we shall see. If we're lucky, might even take Charlie. Nice long run up for a CASA. That'd be quite funny, actually. CASA uses full runway. 4 minutes out for the KLM. Appreciate that, Sam. He's probably coming over your house in Washington now. I'll tell him to drop the water. That should be the last of the passengers going on the back stairs for the Emirates. Depends on how full it is, depends how quickly he gets away. The CASA is just off here at the minute. And there's another Metro coming. Sounds like a brand new one. And for anyone who wants to know, there is currently no horses in this field. So if you do want to come spot, just bring your big wellies, because it is like a bog down here now that the horses have been through it all winter. Constructions, aeronautics. Oh. I thought CASA was something to do with like ATR, but to be fair, I'm not well briefed on CASA. I thought they were Portuguese, I believe. Is that right? Are they Portuguese? Or are they another branch of Aerostepel? I'm not too sure. That might be a really bad take on it, so I'm not going to make a definitive comment. 35 minutes for the British Airways One World. Thank you very much, Sam. I'll keep an eye out for that. Velikazi, yes, I am at the airport. I'm at Newcastle at the minute. So here we have the Spanish. Ah, right. Okay. See, I knew it was from that region. I just didn't know where. So thank you for correcting me on that one. I can see the KLM's light have just appeared there. He's on about a 5-mile final currently. Bay 175 from Amsterdam. And this, our little CASA, is currently... I'm waiting for the CASA to take off, and then we'll wait and see. Maybe the One World from there. Ooh, CASA's lining up straight away to go. Fair enough, little CASA. Mi casa, su casa. Here we go. Well, let's put on the ropes. Where's that gone? There we go. What's the loudest plane I've heard ever? Probably the ATR when you stood right next to it on the ground. If you know, you know. It is the loudest plane on the ground you've ever heard. What about yours? What's your favourite plane then, Phil? If you had to choose one. Right, so the back stairs are getting taken off on the Emirates. That's very good. I've knocked my tripod. That's not very good. There we go, that should do. There's the KLM from Amsterdam. Just appeared. Okay, the screen's gone out of focus. Let's get it back. And there we go. There's the KLM from Amsterdam down. So Boeing 737 or DC-8, good choices. Seen the DC-8 up at Prestwick. Sad to see that. I think it's one of the last ones go, the Samaritan's Purse. Sam, yours is the Emirates A380 and the 777. Very good choice as well. 777 is a very sound aircraft. Better than the A350, even though I do love the 350, but the 777 is just better. The 707. Never seen one of them. I would love to see a 707, but increasingly rare these days. I think there's an Israeli Defence Force one still at a refueler, so maybe if I fancy going down there, I'll see one. So there's the KLM from Amsterdam. The back stairs have just been taken off on the Emirates, so the Emirates will be ready to go momentarily. I believe that's the air bridge getting disconnected. The Ryanair is still getting serviced, and I believe there's the BA One World must be about 25 minutes away now, so that's not too long to go for that. Look at the size of the 777 compared to the Embraer. Could just eat it up. Emirates is pinging. Nice one. Get the Emirates departure soon. We don't have to wait too long for that like we did the other day. I think it was 2 o'clock on the other stream we did. As we all know, lunchtime is the best time to stream from Newcastle Airport in the winter, when you've just got the Emirates flight and maybe a few other movements to go off. Right, Emirates is now flashing. That's fine. If you need to cut away from the stream and do something, don't worry about it. I'll still be here when you get back. Maybe until about 2 o'clock, and then I won't be. Well, I'll be here till that BA lands, to be honest. Which won't be very long. So the Ryanair is still loading, as you can see there. Still getting loaded with the passengers. So that's looking to depart on time in about 15 minutes. Emirates push and start. Seen flashing. Oh, his beacon's gone off now. Wonder why. Probably just started flashing prematurely, to be honest. Now it's back on. And here's a very, very slow pushback tug, which might not... doesn't sound the best, to be honest. Come on, Emirates. Right, let me have a quick look. Switch to the... Actually, is that Apex? Yes, we have a citation on coming from Carlisle on final approach. He's under a training call sign, so we'll see him in a second. And there you go, there's the 777 pushing back. Off to Dubai. It's always good to see a 777, especially up in Newcastle, because it's all we've got. Let's get a quick video of this 777. Then we'll pan over to the citation on final. So that's quite there. I was just getting a quick video of that Emirates starting up. Right, we'll pan over to the arrivals, where we have Apex 1 Tango from Carlisle, funnily enough. Probably departed earlier in the day. $22 mins, thank you very much, Sam. I'll keep an eye out for it. In the meantime, we've got this citation. I don't know if he's just going full stop, if he's been to Carlisle for training, if he's going to do some circuits here, but we shall find out. Thanks for that, Metro. And Sandesh Harana, it's night time in Nepal at the minute. Sorry, I missed your comment there. It must be, how cold is it in Nepal? There we've got the Apex citation from Naljets. He's doing a full stop on the runway then, taxiing back to the Samsung hangar. And we'll just pan back over to the 777, because everyone loves the 777. There we go, zoom out a little bit, yep. So we'll have all three movements at once, I think, Sam. Dubai, Fuerteventura, and also the BA. Emirates taxi to runway 25. See, now, anytime I see some lights on the approach path now, I get excited, because there's an F-35 story which I'm still gutted about, where I turned the camera off and just started having a chat with someone, and this random brand new F-35 roared overhead. So now every time I see something on flight radar, I'd have a little jump, but it's usually nothing. Plane spotting makes you expect the unexpected. So there we go, there's the daily 777 taxiing out to the active runway. Stop recording that for a second there. And there's the Apex just parked up. I don't know if you can see that, but you'll be able to see his light over there. He's still got his light on the Samsung apron. Is the Ryanair pinging yet? Hopefully so. Let me have a quick look. Time soon. Geez, that's had some interesting movements down there today. But to be honest, it's not worth driving an hour down the road. It's probably, I wanted to see the CASA, to be honest, at Newcastle. Right, so the Ryanair is now on pushback, as you can see over there, to So that's a nice on-time early departure for the Ryanair there. The Emirates 777 is taxiing to Delta 1. And then we have the BA inbound and a special one-wheel delivery, which is be about 20 minutes now. And then I think we'll call that one a day. It was nice to see the CASA as well. Oh, just having a stretch. I just need like a, what I said before, so I was panned on the Emirates. I folded my camera at once, put my tripod away, packed my bag, and a brand new RAF F-35 just came quite low over the hedges on the 0507 threshold. So I missed that one. So that was, I think there's quite a lot of people who were gutted in the field that day, including me, because that was a brand new one. It was the day the Spitfire was coming in, actually, last summer. One of the days, anyway. So we now have the Emirates 777 on lineup. I think it's Alpha 6 Echo November Oscar. It's amazing to still see how big that is compared to the Newcastle Airport runway. There we have the 777 off to Dubai. Next one out should be the Fuerteventura, which is just starting up now. Lovely little metro passing by as the 777 rotated there. There's too many. Tell you what, if these metros go frequent, then my audio's not gonna like that. It could be worse. Could be Prestwick though, where they've got the little buzzy gate. You can just hear the Max on stop over there. We'll just pan the camera around there now. You can see that behind the hill. And by the time the Ryanair's gone, the BA one-wheel should be upon us. And then we'll call it a day. Because it is still very cold. And if you haven't seen the state of the field, it's not the best. Good shot, the state. Thank you. Oh. You probably didn't hear the metro behind it, but it's always nice when the 777 goes long. Saying that this Ryanair might go long. You just don't know yet. So Dad, what time are you home later? Well, what time do you get back? Because I've got some errands to run, got some stuff to do around the house, and then I'll probably come over later. .30. Okay. I've already texted ahead to the relevant authorities to see if someone's in. So I've got some stuff to post back in Chesterley Street, so I'm gonna go off and do that now after this, and then I'll be over later probably for a cup of coffee. I'll get this footage downloaded because the 4K footage does take a while. It has been approved. No, I just meant Mum, to be fair. Katie's at work. But you can still say Mum's a relevant authority, yeah. Right, so let's just check the British Airways. So I wonder who that could be. Yeah, you're right, actually, Dad. I've just seen you comment there. No higher authority than that. You are correct. I wonder who this PC24 is. Thank you, Metro. Again, it's probably someone who wanted a good night's sleep. Might be Erling Haaland, you never know. Because he likes to sleep. He could have slept in at the hotel and now he's getting a private jet back home. It could just be repositioned back to Manchester. So let's keep it on the Ryanair for now until the private jet starts moving, then I'll pan over to the private jet apron. And we'll have a look at this PC24 taking off. Saying that, the private jets can ping for hours. It's just whenever the crew get there, and it depends when the passengers arrive is when they depart. Yeah, these metros seem to be very frequent, or they're just timing themselves around where the movements are. There's a little camera car there, so if you park on this road beneath, it's an instant fine. It goes past every 10 minutes. Here's our little injured pushback tug passing by again. It just doesn't sound right, to be honest. Just sounds like it's just revving. As long as it does the job. A film of Barron Airfield. I don't think I can talk for that long with nothing happening. So is that private jet taxiing off yet? I don't believe he is. Ooh. It's definitely a big boots, this field. So it's currently 9 of you watching. I do appreciate everyone who's tuned in to watch so far. And drop a like for this PC24, which is taxiing off now to go back to Manchester. Because we all have a PC24. Unless you have to actually pay to fly in one, then I wouldn't like it then. So here's the Ryanair landing up now. Off to Fuerteventura. gone? There he is. And that's the Ryanair to Fuerteventura. Let's pan it back round now to the Pilatus PC24 lining up. Sandip, hello mate, welcome to the stream. Thank you for tuning in. You've just come in time for this Pilatus PC24 on the British Airways One World. About to land from London Heathrow. Welcome to the stream, mate. Thanks for tuning in. How are you doing? Just gonna zoom in on this PC24 here. Well, on my camera, not on here, because I can't zoom in anymore on my phone. And you can't see it on here, but the BA is currently just there. So it's focusing on my finger now. Just where the clouds are, just back there. You can see I'm turning in. The sun's reflecting off his fuselage. Did I say fuselage? Yeah, I did say fuselage. Thought I'd minced my words there. Next to depart is this Pilatus PC24 to Manchester. I wish I could get a PC24 down to Manchester every time I went. Hello Sonip, you're from Indian Mumbai. Ooh, very nice. I bet it's very warm and a lot warmer than here in Mumbai at the minute. I could do with some of that heat. Next to depart is this PC24. He's up straight away. Gary, hello mate, how are you doing? Welcome to the stream. Oh, he's too far above us, I'll pan it around this way. Get him when he goes around there. Where is he? There he is. There we go. Let's pan back round now for the final flight of the stream. British Airways One World 320. Sorry about the atrocious panning skills there. That's Heathrow Airport right now. I wish I was at Heathrow Airport right now, but this is Newcastle. But one aircraft which has been to London Heathrow Airport is this British Airways, which is on about a 5-mile final. I was at Heathrow last week actually. It was snowing, funnily enough. And nothing actually came to a halt. Everything worked as normal, which I was surprised about. Considering I did get the train down there. So this BA may well go long. Right to the end of the runway here, because his park and stand is just off to our left. But we shall see. there we have, guys, another BA1 World from London Heathrow. And he is currently vacating Bravo, which is actually better. Get a nice side on. Sandy, yep, the A320, an older version actually. He's taxiing in at speed as well, probably because he is half an hour late. He wants to get home. Going to stand number 3. Right, there he is. He's turning on to stand now, so I'm going to call it a day there for the stream. Thank you for everyone who's tuned in to watch today and interact with the stream and dropped a comment and dropped a hello. It is all appreciated, and I'll see you all in the next stream, which will probably be sometime next week there. I'm not too sure, but I'll let you know anyway. If you stay subscribed and stay tuned to the community posts, I'll update you on there when I will be next streaming. Potentially either from Newcastle or Prestwick, but we'll wait and see. And I will see you all soon.